Hey guys, how's it going? It's been a while since I've made a video about anything to do with motorbikes. So that's partly down to the fact that this bike here has caused me to want to lose the will to live. The main issue has been with carburetors. These carbs are notoriously hard to get working, particularly if you decide to get rid of the factory airbox, which the Yamaha decided to spend thousands upon thousands in researching and making sure it worked correctly, and I decided to come along and fit these velocity stacks. The bike wasn't very happy, so I had a shot at jetting the bike myself, with the bike being a kickstart and 600cc with no with a new piston in it, and it just became very, very difficult to try and get to a stage where I was actually able to tune the bike, get the bike running easy enough to tune the bike. The bike was very difficult to start, so I've done some work. There was an issue with my decompression lever. That's, I think, sorted now. I tuned up the valves because they seem to have changed between initially when I put the engine back together. So what I ended up doing was buying a jet kit from Six Sigma Racing. So today I'm just going to pull together a short video showing you what's in the jet kit, putting it back in the carb itself, and then we'll reassemble it on the bike, and fingers crossed this is the last thing I do. If that's not it, then setting this piece of shit on fire is going to be the last thing I do. So hopefully it works. Yeah, stay tuned. So this jet kit's pretty cool. It's from a company called Six Sigma Racing, who understand the complexities of this carb, due to the complexity of this carb set in this bike. So they've actually written a little guide here. It kind of reads like it's been written by a 10-year-old, but that's okay. I should be able to get through it easy enough. The kit itself has numerous parts, so we've got a few jets, sorry, not a few jets, that's drills strewn, well done. We've got a few additional jets, got a bigger pilot jet, some shims for the needles, and yeah, these drills here, because this carb's got parts that are easy to get hold of and parts that are similar to rocking horse shit. It's quite difficult to try and find anything apart from paying. I think Kido in Germany wanted something like £35 for one jet alone. So this kit here was £50, and then delivered all the way by carrier pigeon from the USA, which seemed to take about 2.5 weeks to get across, which was fine. I was on holiday, plus a customs charge, so it was about £65 all in. I sent my specifications of the bike to Six Sigma. They came back and said, this is what we think you'll need. It's kind of like a Dynajet kit, except Dynajet didn't do one in the UK. Ideally, if jets had been more readily available, then I probably would have had a stab at doing this, exactly this, but they've sent me parts here, which I think if I totaled it up and I was to buy parts off the net, I would be about 70-80 quid anyway before I was anywhere near close to getting the settings. So gonna have a stab following the guide. I'll just take a video, speed it up, and show you what I'm doing. Initially it's going to be, I think we have to change out the jets, obviously, change out the pilot jet, shim the needle in both the carburetors, and then we'll go from there, see how it looks. Okay, it's probably worth a second to talk about what we're doing here. We're changing the main jet, which I can't remember exactly at what point in the throttle, but it's one of the primary means of getting fuel into the car after you've opened the throttle a certain amount. The original one that came with the bike was a 135. The guide, based on the parameters I've given them, has a 140, a 145 and a 150. They've told me to try the 145 first and see how it goes. So it means you won't see it at all, but it's marginally bigger to allow a little bit more fuel in. So initially we changed the needle height so that when you open the throttle, the point of the needle actually comes out further and lets more fuel in. And then similarly, this jet here will also allow more fuel to go in due to the increased airflow with the velocity stack. So to pop this in, I think there's a new pilot jet as well, which should hopefully help, because these were, again, really bloody difficult to get hold of in larger sizes. So I'll put that in, put this in, put the whole lot back together and shove it on the bike, and then see how we get on. Okay, we've got the carbs reassembled with all the parts in them. So the final thing to do is get this back on the bike. So I've done this so many goddamn times now, I should be able to do it in my sleep. Fingers crossed this goes easy. Should do. So I set up the camera and get this bike back together, and then we shall put everything on and see if it starts. So that was quite successful, very successful. Yay, bike's not on fire. I think The reason I had to turn the bike off because there was miscellaneous readings, sporadic readings in the oil. So I've turned it off just to make sure that I've got enough oil in it, but having difficulty start it up again, which is fine. It was like that before, but having set the decompression thingy now makes a lot more difference. Makes it much easier to start. So I'm not too concerned about that hot start. I think what I'll do is go in tonight because I can't really be asked, and then come out tomorrow, have a little read as to some of the ways to start it after it's been hot, because they're quite temperamental beasts, the XT600s, TT600s. So I'll get that looked at tomorrow. But I would, all in all, I'd call this jack kit a success. I wasn't able to start the bike before, so fingers crossed, want a winner. See you soon.